just come with a topic on the fly. We gonna build off your shit, bro. Whatever you ask us some shit, bro, but just start JT way and come this way.
You gotta be good. It's a good thing this nigga came before that shit started.
That shit already started.
Facts.
We recording.
We live.
Man.
When comes like a blueberry?
Real African minute.
Real African minute.
As soon as the sun come out, they gonna pop on anybody.
For the play Serena Williams. You said tennis.
That's that nigga favorite motherfucking athlete.
For the play Serena Williams. She's the GOAT. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Datrice Mulsumo, and we're back with another I Am a Closer. And I'm here with my team today. I'm here with JT Gibson. Oh, should I say that? I cut my throat.
Hold up, bro. Come on. You only get your bag, cuz. Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Let's get it, boy.
Welcome to another. Bro, Jonas, bro, why are you?
Yo, I only do this every day, bro.
I can't take it.
Let's get it.
You say you want money, but money only get you things. It's your dream. And the problem that we face is nobody say the truth. Everybody wanna talk but don't know what to do. And our parents did it to us, and we just living it through. If you wanna change it, gotta start with you. And the problem that we face is nobody say the truth. Everybody wanna talk but don't know what to do. And our parents did it to us, and we just living it through. If you wanna change it, gotta start with you.
Welcome back to another week of I Am a Closer. I'm here with my team today, and I'm the host, Datrice Mulsumo, and I'm gonna let my team introduce themselves.
JT.
Jonas.
E-Man.
Marty. Jerome.
And we're about to talk about some amazing topics today. So what I want to talk about today is how we all got into sales, right? I've been doing sales for so long, like probably since I was like 11 years old. I've been doing sales. I started in sales from, I was a kid in middle school that I'd be selling like the candy bars, the energy drinks. I'd be in the locker rooms. Like, yeah, not really. Like I used to go to the gas station. I used to go to the gas station, and I would get like the it would be like a 2 for $4 for like the Monster energy drink.
Right.
I'll get 4 of them, and I'll sell each of them for like $4 each, and people would be buying it. Or my mom would take me to Costco, and I'll get the variety pack of candy bars, and then I'll sell each of them for $1, not knowing that I got like 100 of them for $20. So I'll sell each of them for $1. So I got into sales at a really, really young age, and that's what really helped me to be doing what I am doing today. Right? So how'd you get in sales, bro?
I mean, at the time I didn't know it was considered sales. Just doing what I had to do for basketball, fundraisers. As kids, you remember them chocolate bars we had? Like,
Yeah, you get the box.
had to go around. Remember the pizzas we had for high school? Yeah, for high school basketball.
Oh yeah, the pizzas for the fundraisers.
Yeah, them had to hustle. I mean, at the time, as young kids, I didn't think we was like, oh, it's just sales. At the same time, it was sales.
Were you good at it?
Nah, I was nervous.
I was selling. We had those gold cards. We had those gold cards for football. I remember selling them.
Do y'all remember the cards where you could go sell it and it'd be like a Dairy Queen discount, gas discount? You gotta go sell it, go knock on random door-to-door sales. Like, do you want to support our team and come buy these? Like,
Hey, if you had an apartment though, you would have scored big.
But like, you know what I mean? But like, bro, they always want to take you to an area where it's like door-to-door. Like, go knock on all these people's houses. They might buy it.
That's
it's
crazy,
a dub, and I'm coming up as not 10 years old.
Exactly, bro.
You want to buy it? They like, no, bro.
But they'll buy it just because you're a kid.
Exactly. I was good at it. I used to be finessing them.
How
So
so?
I'm like, we're selling these gold cards. I really think I'm about to have an amazing season. I can't wait to play college football one day. I hope to see you guys at the game to support us. But it's only $20 though. So I hit them with like a big value.
But it's only $20.
$20 though. Here, Here's one of them. You can support our whole team. We're getting new jerseys this year. We're getting a bunch of things. We'd love to see you support our football team or something like that.
But the values be there with the cars though. Like the values be there. Like, it's not like he's overselling them like that.
Nobody was ever using it though.
Yeah, but like if they applied the knowledge to what it was,
Hey,
bro,
what
they
if
would
they
have been
didn't
able
have
to do it.
cash? Objection handling. How you gonna handle that if they didn't have cash on them?
That's fine. I'll wait.
You don't need it. You don't need cash for
I'll
fundraisers all the
wait.
time.
Oh yeah.
You can take a check, bro.
They could have sent it in.
You can do all types
We're
of
taking a lot of
Back
checks.
then, there wasn't
a lot
much
of
options.
checks.
Yeah, it was straight.
We're taking a lot of
You
checks.
can do either or, bro. You want to buy today or you want to wait for it in the mail. Or when it come in, you get yours.
Yep. You just get your card number, all that routing number, all that. Boom.
How'd you get into sales though?
Man, besides what y'all just talked about, like doing the chocolate jigging and stuff at a young age, not one form of sales in my life. Period. I was behind the computer screen all my life, so. Really, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You just got into sales?
Really,
Yeah.
June 2020, my first. Well, actually, when I was trying to build my marketing agency, I had to sell and shit, but I wasn't doing much, bro. I didn't make more than like $3K a month, so it was man. Sales is, but the crazy thing is, you may think that you never done sales, but like you always say, like we all know, we always selling every single day.
Oh, yeah.
Selling yourself.
Selling yourself.
Selling yourself. You want to offer, you got to sell yourself. Why should I recruit you? All these a million people. Why do I want you?
Exactly. If you got brothers and sisters, you definitely got to sell.
You definitely. Even if you think about if you hit your little brother, it's like, yo, don't tell my little.
You got to sell that to them.
I got you. I'm going to give you $1. I'm going to give you $5 or something. You know what I mean?
So, yeah,
how'd you get to sell, man?
I mean, as far as sales, I mean, we're all former athletes here. We all played, started in high school, little league or whatever. So, like you said, we had to sell go-karts, candy bars, whatever we had to do for our team. So, I think that's how I formally got into sales, But as far as, the high-ticket closing type of sales, that didn't really take place till about 2.5 years ago.
Yep.
And we go all the way back with that. But it's formally starting with sales back in the high school days, maybe freshman year, selling go-karts. That's how I really got into go-karts.
When'd you come to the U.S.?
Came here when I was 6.
When you were 6.
Yeah.
I came here when I was 6 years old too as well, and like I had to sell myself. Like a lot. When you come in, you had to sell yourself because
you don't know the language we speak.
Yeah, I didn't know the language. I didn't know what to wear. I didn't know what to do or say. But like I sold the way I was able to sell myself at a really young age coming here was through athletics. If it wasn't for sports, I wasn't gonna be able to sell myself.
Right.
Because once we got to recess and people started seeing me run,
Bro was definitely the best salesman in athletics when we was young.
so I had to start selling myself from a really young age through athletics and sports and personalities and different things like that. Because I remember like 3rd grade, it was really hard for me in 3rd grade. I didn't have like no friends. So until like people started seeing me outside of recess, and then after a while, people would start remembering me as the kid from recess. So I just went with it. So I was able to start selling myself. People weren't even saying my name right.
Right.
What they call you? What they used to call you?
They still call me Datrice. Like that's how I adapted that name from a young age because I was like, well,
how do you say
so what is the
name?
right pronunciation?
Datrice.
I'm gonna start calling you that.
Right?
Why you let somebody equate to
It was from like elementary, elementary. I said over and over, and then they started saying Datrice and different things. And at that point, you don't want to argue. And my personality was to argue. I didn't know how to communicate already. So whatever you call me, just call me.
Right.
Type of dude. That's how I was.
Remember me though.
Yeah, I'd be like, you remember because if I start telling people when they don't even like me yet, then no, that's not what you call my. They're gonna be like, I ain't gonna say it. Then.
Yeah.
Like, so I said, after a while, I just kind of.
That's such a great point you made in athletics. That's why when I get on these calls with these clients, I always tell them like, former athletes make the best salespeople.
They do.
Because in sports, we had to sell ourselves through our recruiting. Getting playing time, telling coaches why you're the man, you should start this week, things like that.
Not even only that, bro. You're used to hard work ethic. You're used to, teamwork. You're used to doing all this type of stuff when it comes to sports.
Right. Oh, yeah. And a little backstory for y'all. Our senior year, we went undefeated until we got to the state championship and lost. And that year, I actually made that varsity team, believe it or not.
Don't believe it.
It's crazy because how I got on that team in the first place was like I had to sell myself to the coaches because it was like I went a whole year without playing, And I remember speaking to the coaches like, hey, I'm already friends with the whole team. I got the team chemistry there.
Right.
I can play defense. I don't really need to score. I'm not going to complain about playing time. Let them play. Just put me on the team, and I'll push them. I'll push them on defensively. I'll push them at practice. And he was like, yeah.
He was
And he just brought me
on the team.
Yeah, so he just brought me on the team, for that reason. Not that he needed me to be a scorer or anything. He didn't need me for nothing. He ain't give me no playing time. But I sold him on the atmosphere of having me on that team. So it was like, you have to know how to sell yourself, most importantly, right? But Marty, how about you though? How'd you get into sales?
Bro, the first time I ever sold something was I went to Harvest Prep when I was little.
Oh yeah, I remember Harvest Prep.
You remember when we was little, like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, it was hot.
Yeah.
I had them. Like I had all the cards, the little legendary cards. I was selling them cards, bro. I was selling them cards because I just had them.
Marty would pop up on you at school. Like, I got a Yu-Gi-Oh
Never
card.
knew how to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
I never knew how to play it, but my teacher, she seen I was making money and she took it from me. Like I just remember that like the other day. Like
That's cool.
that's crazy.
That shit would have made a lot of money right now too.
Bro,
Oh, yeah,
it's forever, bro.
it's
Because that
still
stuff is
making a
still
lot of
getting cards, bro.
Bro, them Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Man, that was a big Yu-Gi-Oh, man.
So you was drinking Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and that's what got you
Bro,
into
I don't know
sales.
how I had all the like
Pokemon,
legendary
all
cards, bro.
You say you don't know how you had them?
I was bringing them to school. Like I don't know if
People was
if
loving them.
my brother had them. I don't know how we had, but I had them. I was bringing them to school, and that was when everybody was watching like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff, Dragon Ball Z and all that.
Saturday
Yeah,
morning.
Dragon Ball Z.
And I had the cards, and they was talking about they used to play it. I never knew how to play it or nothing like that, bro.
But that card's valuable though.
I used to sell them blades. What's they called?
Beyblades.
Well, y'all know what the best sale was ever though?
What?
When people was loving Smarties at Jackson.
Oh yeah, Smarties.
They used to rub them together.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. Or you go get a whole bag from like Nick Sam's Club, Costco, or wherever you go.
Them silly band, bro.
Silly bands was crazy too.
Silly bands
Or
was
the little. I ain't gonna say it because we on camera, but
bands.
Hey, y'all ever had a tech decks going too?
I ain't really. People were really rocking with the tech decks.
There was a short way for
Like
that.
a little finger skateboard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
See,
people wasn't
it wasn't for me. I couldn't.
People wasn't really rocking with those out here.
Like KT was fucking with him, man.
He looked like a tech deck type of dude.
He was in class. But no, I remember the silly bands because I used to definitely sell them.
You used to rock them.
I used to rock them. I used to
all on his wrist.
I had like 10 of them, bro. I had silly bands from right here. I had a sleeve of silly bands.
And he never bought one of them. He never bought one of them.
I'll find them, I'll sell them, I'll flip them,
Do whatever you
I'll
gotta
take
do.
them. So like it's crazy how we all get started in sales. But how'd you get started in sales though?
Bro, like I told y'all earlier, just from being young, sports, all that. I mean, high ticket closing, exactly, was just y'all. For real, y'all the ones who really like, hey, bro, you gotta come do this.
Nah,
Like
been selling.
you working a job.
We're gonna keep this off here, buddy.
I ain't gonna say that though,
High
bro.
ticket closing.
I ain't gonna say that though, but y'all the ones who really was like Mar, bro. Especially was like, bro. I remember the exact day. It was the 4th of July when we had that barbecue. I called Mar. I said, bro, I'm about to slide. He was like, all right, bet. Come pick me up. We're gonna go grab all this stuff from Rainbow. We picked it up. He was on a call when he got in the car. He was like, I'm listening to him talk. He was like, bro, it's that easy, bro. Just like, come do it, bro. Like, it's literally that simple. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's why I called you. And I'm like, bro, I'm coming on Tuesday. And after that Tuesday, I was like, yeah, I'm finna quit my job next week. And then, bro, we here on I Am a Closer.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's that simple.
That's
Yeah, so this is a big difference between like selling and closing. And the one thing I like about closing and not selling is that you don't have to persuade people as much. I'm not in the business of convincing. I always tell people that because I'm a closer now. So I always tell people I'm not in the business of convincing. Like I don't want to convince you to buy this, right? I want you to be looking for it already, and I'm gonna tell you why you should have it. Right, so I'm in the business of motivating you, inspiring you, and helping you to take action. So like high ticket closing, like the big difference for me is just the fact that I don't have to sell my friends or my family, right? Like I don't have to sell my friends and my family, and somebody else already has their audiences, their leads, and they just want me to close it. So it's like it's such a big difference because if I'm selling, I have to convince people why they, like I was working at LA Fitness. I had to convince people to go work out.
Right.
It's like you should already be wanting to go work out, right? I'd rather speak to the person that already wants to go work out that's just on the fence because I can help them get over the fence. But with selling, I have to help them get to the fence. I have to help them get over the fence. I have to help them continue the fence, right? So that's why I love high ticket closing a lot too as well.
That's how I felt about my marketing agency when I was trying to grow that. That's exactly what it was, right? It was cold outreach, right? Reaching out to, for example, an HVAC or a plumber, or a roofer, out the blue, talking about like, what's good, you know, how's your day going, whatever, this, that, and that, and third, and then talking about what they're doing for marketing now, right? Or most likely or not, they're old school, right? So they're doing like business cards, they're doing like networking events, they're doing like little newspaper ads, little billboard, picket signs and stuff. And now it's my job to communicate, okay, number one, that's old school. Number two, there's a whole little online space here that you're missing out on. So like basically the barrier, right? They're so here as opposed to high ticket closing, they're already here. And you just gotta get them here.
They're already there. That's the amazing thing I like about high ticket closing. Because man, we've all here been closing deals, so it's like the amount of people that we've helped is crazy.
That's what I was gonna say, bro. Like with high ticket closing, I feel like I'm helping you. Rather than trying to sell you on a product that you really don't need.
Yeah, you're doing them a favor.
It's a product that I can tell you and I can explain to you exactly how it's gonna help you. And like I'm gonna get your goals, I'm gonna see what your goals are, and if it can help you, I'm gonna say it can help you. If it's not, I'm not gonna lie to you and say it can't. Straight up. I'm gonna tell you we may not be the best fit for each other then.
Straight up.
I'm sure we all here have done like some type of multi-level marketing, MLMs. Like, how do you guys feel about like multi-level marketings and MLM? Like, what's your?
It ruins us, bro, because people think that we're gonna do the same exact thing. It ruins what we're doing.
It got a bad perspective.
Super bad rep, bro.
The one thing I will say though, for me personally, my personal experience, real quick, like it put me on to entrepreneurship, right? In the corporate world, a lot of them reach out to you via LinkedIn. You know, as you know, in the corporate world, you leverage LinkedIn for a lot of things, and a lot of them people, you know, in MLM or network marketing, whatever, reach out to you via LinkedIn. The one thing it did for me though, it put me on to books like Rich Dad Poor Dad. It put me on to Robert Kiyosaki. It put me on to entrepreneurship, right? Because they hit you with like, you know, read this book and we'll meet in 2 days type shit.
If it wasn't for MLM, I wouldn't be where I am today. The only problem I have with MLMs is that they don't develop certain MLMs, I should say, because there are some really good ones if you're around the right mentors and the right people. But it's that with MLMs, when you have a pyramid, that person at the bottom isn't nurtured as well. As you know, if they don't have the right person nurturing, that's why so many people don't like MLMs, because people aren't developed well there sometimes. There's a lot of good people that do it at the top, but the people at the bottom, they don't get enough development. They don't get enough training. They don't get enough people holding them accountable. Just because you sign up for something doesn't mean you're a salesperson now. You don't know how to sell.
But they're still expected to bring other people in.
Yeah.
So like, if you don't know how to sell, you're going to sell all your friends and all your family to a false dream.
Yeah.
So like, you're selling them a false dream. Now they got to go sell somebody else a false dream. Now it just turns into a mess.
And that's what the whole, you know, concept of, you know, the whole pyramid scheme came in, you know, and has a bad rep with it, right? Because you're putting these people out there with no type of sales experience, and you're telling them, go sign somebody else. Go sign 5 people.
The worst part is too is that like when you sign up for MLM, they tell you to get a list of 50 people from your contacts to be able to hit up
Kirby.
I'm like, I just signed up for this thing. I'm not trying to call my mom and pitch this to my mom. I'm trying to get my mom out the struggle. I'm not trying to sell my mom.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And people do that. They'll go to their mom, their dad, their brother, their sister.
There's no
not knowing you didn't even make no money yet. You just made your family invest money that they're not gonna make back. And if you come back, if you come from like a struggle, like where, I mean, I'm not saying just me, but most people, not even most people, but a lot of people come from, your family can't afford to pay that money to not get nothing back. Yeah. You telling your mom pay $150, your dad $150, all that $150 to get you a little bit of money.
Right.
It's not worth it.
And all that money is going
to the top. He's eating.
Vacuum cleaners, like they come to your door, come walk in your house and vacuum, like, hey, try to sell me a vacuum.
Yeah, people will sell you a vacuum.
People come to that work. Bro, people come. I ain't even gonna say that.
They be working. They might be good. Right, like so. MLM really did help a lot. MLM helped me get like out of my comfort zone.
What did you do with MLM, bro?
I've done, and no negative connotations with them. I don't hate these companies or anything like that. But I've done Herbalife. I've done Vector. I've done Prime America. I've done.
Just about all of them. Damn.
Nah, Kirby.
Kirby's, yeah.
Vector's denied,
I've done
right?
TLC.
And
I've done TLC. I've done Amway. I've done Amway. So I've done about like five plus MLMs out there, and they really help me with a lot of different things too as well. Like just getting out of my comfort zone, because you're gonna tell you to go reach out to people.
Exactly.
That's what they're gonna tell you to go reach out to people. Yeah, so I had to reach out to people and was
Now I'll be honest with you.
y'all doing that?
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
In terms of sales, if you guys could do MLM and door-to-door sales,
You can close.
you can close.
Nah, that's
Bro,
Right?
door to door is way harder than
Exactly.
talking on the phone
And that's
or even
what I
a
was-
Zoom call.
You gotta have thick
That's
skin.
way
Because the
harder
thing
than
about
that.
it is, your clients in MLM and door-to-door,
Have no interest.
they have no interest what you're selling.
Well, you might be interrupting their dinner, their lunch,
Right.
they're giving their kid a nap. You don't know
Right.
what you're walking into.
Now being as a closer, like he was telling the audience earlier, these people schedule calls with these influencers, these business owners, and you as a closer, now you have warm leads, right? And it's just, they have an interest in what you're selling, you know? So it just makes it a little easier. So whoever has done MLM or door-to-door,
MLM's not bad, bro,
Yeah.
but like I would rather get warm and hot leads
Right.
over selling my friends and my family
It's something
and
you're
going
not
through
interested
all my 5,000 friends on Facebook and messaging them. People I ain't talked to in 7 years.
Right.
Oh yeah, by the way, you know what I mean?
And
I sell this now, and
Bro,
you know you
if
should
hit
check
me
in
up
with me.
And you ain't talked to me 7 years.
I'm
I
not
know there's
gonna
a hidden agenda.
exactly, bro.
You
It's
tell
not
me
worth
something,
it.
bro.
You're
Get
wasting
some
your time. You're gonna probably get 5 deals out of it. That's cool. 5 deals, 5 deals, but out of 5,000 people,
Yeah.
that's horrible.
Yeah, my whole thing is like, if you got something that's so good, people gravitate to it.
right.
You ain't gotta go out there like,
And you know what I don't know what people be mad at is Forex. Like,
yeah,
Bro,
Forex.
because they switch Forex, what it really is, to something it's not.
So what's your thought on that?
Forex is good.
Forex is good,
Bro, this
but
is
the
wrong.
MLM part of it is not.
The Forex, the trading part is people actually learn to
Like
trade.
I learned how to trade on
That's
Forex, and
it.
I made bread because
People make bread off the-
But wasn't no way making bread off
But
you
like,
though.
the thing is like
You can trade. You
I
can
knew
trade.
that
Right.
it's a fee to pay every month. They say you get 2 people, then you don't gotta pay no fee. All right, I went and got 2 people. I can do that.
But then
So
they
other
gotta
than
get
that,
you.
I was learning how to trade.
Yeah,
But
I
you
know
a
that.
different-
You different.
you
though,
different.
bro.
You took
Majority
that-
of people, bro, they use that MLM to make the bread.
And don't make no sales.
People
on
who trade,
no
trade,
trading,
like
bro.
trade,
Cause it's-
trade. Like,
yeah,
you know,
It
things
just
can
go.
make more
I
money
get 2
doing
people,
that.
10
You
people.
make
People are
money.
hustling.
Because you could be like a chairman.
You're all
I
profit.
don't know this and that.
Hey,
But when I got on there, it was on there. I was really trying to learn how to trade, and I made bread. Like,
Yeah, because you told me about it, bro.
Yeah,
But
one
like,
side's risk and one side's like team building. Like
Yeah.
MLM will teach you how to build a freaking team though.
yeah, but is it the
That's
team
for
you
sure.
want?
Right.
Is it the team you want though?
It depends how you do it. Like they'll teach you how to build a team, but it's like if it's they just focus on strictly just you building a team. That's what I don't like.
There's one dude that's eating off of you building your team.
Exactly.
And,
see, like
and
when I
that's
came
like,
in, like I didn't care about none of that shit. Like I was just focused on like really knowing how to trade
Trade.
because
Yeah, it's
that's
a
what-
craft.
see, and
I
that's
went,
the right way.
I
that's
went
the right
in
way to
there. I
approach
went
it.
in there
That's
trying
the
to be
right way
like,
approach
oh,
it.
I gotta go get people know. Like,
Because
I
look, Maury, the biggest thing about that is, bro, a lot of people at the end of the day, no matter what, MLM, Forex, whatever it is, at the end of the day, the individual is trying to make as much money as possible, right?
Yeah.
But like everyone's trying to get that shortcut. Like learn how to trade, learn that skill instead of shortcutting your way to success or freedom.
it's
or fame.
longevity over
Yeah,
shortcuts,
see, like, it's
bro.
just that
Don't
big-
get that skill. All it is, exactly.
Like,
the
bro.
one thing I don't like though is that and Forex is not bad, but it's like they position it as Forex. You're gonna learn how to trade, but once you get in, now they're telling you
Gonna
they're
be 20 more
removing,
people.
they're removing your focus from the
Right,
actual
from the
Forex
actual, yeah.
and trading to hey, get a list of people and go hit them up.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
exactly.
you're spending your effort, and that's hurting people. Like people ruin a lot of relationships with MLM.
Yeah.
Like there's some people I'm not gonna pick up because I know they're gonna hit me up with a new business idea. I want to hear
Yeah,
your new
bro.
business idea.
So the biggest takeaway here is to focus on the skill, bro, because no one can take that away from you. Whether it's
Yeah.
sales, whether it's trading, whether it's stocks, focus on learning and mastering that skill, and you're valuable right there.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to team build, go team build. If you want to trade, go trade. But
Like if you
Right,
master your
right.
trading
Honest.
skill, I'll hit you up and be like, bro, teach me how to trade
like
Forex.
I was really in there.
Exactly,
I was
but you gotta
really
see
not
what
there.
he's doing to be able. Bro, you're not gonna trust me if Mar just got me on the team and I told you I've been doing this for a month.
Yeah.
Oh, let me teach you how to trade, bro. Just give me 150
Nah,
and let's
not
go do
gonna
it. You gonna be like, what?
And I ain't gonna lie, like if your pocket's not right, because you gotta pay a monthly fee, so you gotta know that. All right, if you don't get your 2 people, you gotta pay like what was it at the time, like $150 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That's what you in for, like.
Yeah, bro.
So it's like learn how to trade. All right, you making money, pay your subscription and keep learning how to trade. That's how I saw it. Like,
are they like?
I saw it as a real like, oh, okay, you finna teach me how to do this. I just gotta pay a monthly fee. But then it's free if I just get 2 people. I can go get 2 people. I did.
So they making bread off you getting people. Like,
bro, so how it work is, bro, it's a person at the top.
I know it's always a person at the top. But bro, you gotta think about it. It's a person at the top no matter what. It's a person at the top of Walmart. It's a person at the top of Target. All that's the same thing.
The thing is,
person on top of them too.
It's
like
always a person on top of everything.
Basically, I'm at the top.
But there's someone on top of you. Jeff Bezos at the top.
Essentially,
Jeff Bezos is at the top of
it's
Amazon.
a way top.
That's what I'm saying. It's always
Jeff
somebody
Bezos
on
just
top.
branches off.
Exactly. And you at the top in your division, but it's somebody above you, above them, but and it's just Jeff
Everything's
Bezos.
a pyramid in my eyes.
Everything's a pyramid, bro. A job is a
I
pyramid.
talked to this with my homie from Seattle. He's a barber. Even their shit, like a barbershop. There's an owner behind the barbershop, right? The physical building. At the end of the day, though, inside that physical building, there's like 10 chairs. That's
They got paid on their rent.
The man on top. Everything's a pyramid, bro.
Everything is a pyramid. It just depends on what the pyramid is like.
Family's a pyramid.
But yeah, I mean, everything is a pyramid, which is true.
Go talk to your mom.
Yeah.
Go talk to me. So it'd be like everything's a pyramid. I have no negative connotations with them. It's just different. It's just different. I just know.
Yeah.
We do it
That is
different, bro.
different. It's just the forex thing, bro. If people actually learn how to trade, I think people get in to make the residual.
Bro, it's not that people don't learn how to trade. It's the people that are getting in that don't even care about trading.
That's what I'm
that
saying.
just look at let me go get some more people in. They're not even thinking about trading.
Yeah, and they're
Just
bringing.
like, the more people I bring in, the more money I get.
Yeah, they're not bringing good.
They're not
people.
trying to learn how
I
to
tell
trade.
you, bro, I
Exactly.
did not care about getting people. Like I knew that I was in that to learn how to trade.
Yeah,
like I knew that I could go get people, but I knew that I don't gotta pay no fee.
Yeah, and it hurts the person above you.
The thing is, like, if I had got good at trading, I knew that then I'll really go get people. But I wanted to get good at trading first. Like, what good is it? Like, if I came in and then I was just going to get people, but didn't really know how to trade. Like, what do I got to stand on?
Yeah,
like, if I really knew how to trade, then I could really go get my own team and be like, follow my trade.
But it's like
Yeah,
you
they don't do it like
the cool thing about it was
like,
like,
that's how I would have. Not that, like when I was coming in, like they didn't pressure me to do.
Oh man, I get random messages of people hitting me up about like forex all the time, and I'm like, why would I want to learn forex from you when you can barely pay your rent?
You feel me? It's like Marty, but Marty
I
being
was doing that when I was a senior, like my senior year in college while I was playing.
That's what I'm saying. Like Marty being the person he is, bro. Like if he didn't fully learn how to trade, he wasn't gonna tell me to get into something that he didn't fully know. So like Mar was telling me about forex, but he never told me to get into it because he wanted to figure it out first. If he would have figured it out, he would have hit me like, "Yo, hey, bro, this is what we gotta do. Follow my lead."
I just would have told y'all like once I get cold.
That's what you told me on the phone. He literally told me on the phone, like, bro, once I figure this out, I'm gonna put you on. But he never hit me on the, hey, bro, I need 150. Come sign up for forex. He never do that. I swear, bro. I promise y'all. He just told me like, yo, I'm doing this thing forex, bro. And once I, learn how to trade, do all this, I'm gonna put you on.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of what we do, right? Because our, what we do we don't have to get people under us to make money at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Sure.
Any type of sales where you have to, your livelihood depends on how many people you recruit, isn't a good type of sales. Right? Your ability shouldn't be determined by how many people you bring up. Your ability should be how good you can close a deal, right? And that's the beauty about, closing, high ticket closing, because companies aren't asking you how many people can you get under you.
Yeah.
Companies are asking you,
I wouldn't be here if that was
We ask on the phone. We ask you on the phone, bro, straight up.
best
How do you feel you're gonna do when you close these deals? What are your goals? What are your
You guys ever
aspirations?
use sales for something negative?
Nah.
Well, I mean,
What do you consider negative? What do you consider negative? Let me ask you. What do you consider negative, bro?
Negative in a sense of it's selfish for you, but it's not beneficial for the other person.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna be 100% honest. No, I haven't, bro.
I
haven't, bro. I don't have enough sales experience to do that.
Open to sharing that situation?
I have. What time?
You send somebody else like, hey, buy this.
no, yeah, I have.
I'm with you. So not like
So what he
that.
means is
I don't have enough experience.
He's negative when he means like, okay, this person is telling you they're on their last dollar.
Hell.
Right? No.
I never did.
I'm saying negative, like.
Explain more.
I've done it with my parents, right?
Oh,
That
it
is
is
negative.
negative.
You got it.
Hold on. If we talking about with our parents, I done sold my parents so many times to hang out with these dudes right here. So I told them I was going to his house. We was about to go to somewhere else, but not like sales in terms of money, like bad money trades. But like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go sit at Marty's house or Datrice's house or I'm going to JT house and we're going to like Wisconsin or something. Like that type of
Okay,
I definitely done that. No money.
No. You talking about actual sales.
I've never done actual sales like
in sales. Like I thought that's what you were talking about when you said have you used sales as something negative, right?
It's not negative to me though.
Wait, I answer
it's negative.
Somebody could use that monetary, right? You know what I'm saying?
Does it involve money or no?
That's the question.
Oh, then yeah. Everybody has this.
Outside of bread, yeah.
You done sold your homies before on a party they didn't want to go to.
It could be with. Have you ever like sold something like negative? Whether it's like with women, whether it's with like your family, your friends, something like. Have you ever made like, have you ever got your way even though there wasn't a way?
Right.
Your way out.
That's manipulation.
But it's still selling yourself though.
But that's a skill.
I came across this gentleman.
Get up out of there.
I came across this gentleman on YouTube. He has a master class type of thing. He said every day we live, it's a negotiation. Like any interaction you're in your daily life, it's a negotiation, right? So every day that you live, you're negotiating something because you're trying to get something out of that person. Whether it be negative or positive, that's up to you or up to that person to determine that, right? Because all you're doing is you're trying to kind of get that leverage over that person, right?
Trying to get over.
So so that's what we are as humans. Through our times, we try to get over somebody else. And that's what business is, right? That's how.
But the ethical route is where it's a equal, or at least very, very close to equal exchange of value. Whether it's me giving you some money in return of a brand new car,
a favor, or service,
whatever it is, it's an exchange of equal value as close as possible. That should be the right route. But of course, like you said, there's situations where there's two. I'm seeing a sales training about this. Like there's two opposing agendas. This person has an agenda. I have an agenda. We about to get on the call. We about to get meet person to person. Whatever it is, we finna start talking, and we trying to get our way. But if all goes down well, we mutually agree on something.
That's why it's only 2 deals, bro. You close or you get closed.
Grant Cardone said that sellers be sold.
Only 2 deals. He's gonna sell you, or you gonna sell him or her. Like you know what I mean? Like that's how it goes, bro.
That's fake. So what's y'all like favorite part about closing?
Bro, helping people, bro.
My favorite part is objection, bro. Objection is
like what?
What's your favorite part?
Man, my favorite part, bro. I think I'm gonna be with Rome. Honestly, bro, is when people benefit from whatever I sold them on. Like I love the last 6-7 months of doing this. I love seeing 2-3 months later the people that I had closed. 2-3 months later, reaching out to me or reaching out to whoever, saying, "Man, shout out to you on this for this conversation."
Still tagging you in Facebook posts, still making. Oh, bro, I changed my life a little bit.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, I mean, man. Come on, guys, we're all in this for the money.
When you close that, when you're on the phone, bro, you can't put the money in the front of your brain because that's gonna make you're gonna be salesy and pitchy and bad salesman.
You're definitely right.
This career is high-tech closing is not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy.
Right.
And you have to talk to people, right? It's some of it, like good amount of it's in your control, but at the end of the day, it's out of your control because it's based on the other person's decision.
No, definitely.
I don't believe anybody can find success doing this if they're just doing this for the bread.
No, definitely.
You won't be able to because you don't care about the other person.
Right. But no,
I have to find a solution to your problems. So how can I can't think about my own problems if it's not gonna work.
Yeah, at the end of the day, though, being able to do this for about 2.5 years now. It's definitely, I agree with you guys, just helping people out, right? I think it brings out a feeling of just joy and just a good feeling in you, being able to hear from somebody you've helped a couple months ago saying, man, look, I've changed my life doing this.
It's a great feeling.
Right? If not in a monetary value, but in a sense of, their mindset, even if they're not making as much money as they want, but their mindset is a whole lot different. They think like, you know, they think like an actual boss.
Exactly.
Right?
They're in a different, they're in a better situation than they were.
Right.
It's crazy. When I first got into high ticket closing, I couldn't gravitate to a lot of people naturally because I couldn't find people who were African American that actually were sales coaches or high ticket closing coaches. So when I remember getting into this, I'm like, wow, this is such an empty space. There's not a lot of African American in the sales world, and I kept wondering why, and I'm still wondering why. But it was really amazing to see just a couple of days ago when I posted that in the Slack channel, to see that somebody had gravitated towards us because, you know, I was black. Like that was just like.
But do you know why though? Because what you don't know, bro. A lot of people don't know about it.
Yeah, and there wasn't a lot of like.
But that's the thing, though,
There
right?
was no African Americans that teach this.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people.
We really are some of the best closers. Like, I mean, let's be honest, guys. We're in the minority. All our lives, we had to sell ourselves
To anything, bro.
To anything.
To go into, you went to Maple Grove, to go into a white school, y'all went to Champlain, like, you know what I mean? Like,
you had to really sell yourself each and every day of your life.
If you get pulled over, you gotta sell yourself.
You gotta, right, you know?
I remember, Datrice, you didn't train anyone, correct me if I'm wrong, but you didn't train anyone outside of Minnesota until right?
Yeah, that's how
I remember you told me, you were like, I was kind of weird because, you know, you was outside of Minnesota, we weren't physically together and stuff.
Yeah,
so you was kind of weird.
The treat. You was,
he hopped on the phone.
Bro, Datrice trained me for 2 days, bro, and then told me, all right, bro, here.
Same thing.
And I'm like, bro, I don't even know anything.
Bro,
I just quit my job, bro. I don't have no sales, and I wasn't around any of you guys long enough to pick up any of y'all like on the phone. Oh, I should say that. I'm reading directly. Like, I'm like, what should I say?
My first call was like an hour and a half long, bro.
I remember
Talking way too much.
He came back, he threw me on the call, like.
See, that's the one thing about
I'm
sure all of us can resonate. That's the one thing about Datrice. Like, he will throw you in the fire. He will make you learn through it.
He gonna make you. He gonna sink or swim. What you gonna do? You gonna die or you gonna swim?
And there's a method behind that why he does that, though, right?
No, it's cool. Of course, he already figured out a method for it. So like, when I got on the call, I'm like, yo, I don't know what I'm doing, but obviously I gotta figure it out, or I'm not gonna last long. So like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna burn, I'm gonna drown, or I'm gonna survive this and come back in this building.
Yeah, the one thing about sales that, and high ticket clothing specifically, that really impacts me were the amount of stories that I've been hearing on the phone calls. Like, I've been on thousands of phone calls. Some days I make 200 plus phone calls a day. And just hearing people's stories, some people homeless, some people rich, some people, you know, somebody's mom was dying,
Shot in the
and they
head.
wanted, like, so many different like stories and so many different things that I heard from people that it helped. Sales is gonna help you with your confidence because you don't think you have it as bad until you hear somebody else's bad story.
Exactly. That put my life into perspective like that, bro. Like, hearing other people's stories, I'm like, maybe I didn't have it as bad. Even though we grew up, you know, y'all all know how we grew up. We all grew up together. But it's some people you talk to and they're like, yo, like, I literally don't have anything. And it's like, damn, maybe my life wasn't as bad as I thought.
It humbles you.
Maybe this, like, other people got it worse than me. So let me try to help this person. Okay. Even though we didn't have anybody like really help us. I mean, in a way, kind of like Treese helped me, but like we couldn't help each other when we was in 6th grade. Like, we were just going through it all together. 7th grade, 8th grade.
The best thing,
we were just going through
the best thing about closing is, like, if you somebody that is tired of being sick and tired, if you like at the bottom, you know what I'm saying? Or like if you somebody that has been in the struggle, it's gonna be easier for you to begin to close, because when you talking to these people, you could really relate to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm on the phone with people and they asking about the product, or they asking me this and asking me that, I can really relate to these people because I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I come from that struggle, so I understand where they be coming from. So
yeah.
So let me ask you this question, because it's a question the audience might be wondering. You know, we've been doing this for a while now. What would you say? How has high ticket closing helped your life, like benefit your life?
And with me, you want to start, bro?
Yeah, you can start, bro.
And with me, I mean, discipline, spending my time efficiently, you know, my confidence, just all around made me a better person. Like, and it make you think more about other people than you think about yourself. When you get on that phone call, it's like, all right, it's not about me right now. How can I help you? How can I help E-Man get better today?
Right.
How can you get 1% better than you got where you were yesterday?
Right.
So that's like the goal, and I think it helped me like just grow up a little bit for real. I think it helped me grow up a lot.
The
Man.
best thing is, hold on, what's your question?
How is a high tech? How has it helped your life? How has it benefit your life? Because you know, you young people, how does it change you? You know, they're gonna be
it just made me like more talkative, like. Cause y'all know I don't talk. You feel me? I talk when it's necessary. But like,
he don't talk, but he will close though.
Closer.
I remember my first month with y'all, Marty had the biggest month.
Bro, Mar the one who told me like, bro, come do this. Yeah. And I talked to Trish. She's like, bro, like literally, if you don't quit your job in the next like couple weeks, bro, you're missing out. You're tripping, right?
Like, it helped me like. It just helped me, you know, speak out more, you know what I'm saying, like, voice my opinion a little bit more, because sometimes I just, you know what I mean, I just be in the back chilling, but it allowed me, like, to be more open and speak more, and, like, you know what I'm saying, go get it a little bit more, so that's probably how.
How about you, JT? How was it?
Shit, financially too.
Nah, it's not the money for real. Just communication. I feel like just communication skills.
Right.
Like me, I don't like talking either. I be chilling unless I'm around my friends, but yeah, just I'm not afraid to get on a phone call. Somebody random I ain't never met. That's what it is. Communication.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's a fact. Sales, man, sales has done a lot for me. Sales made things more reachable, because we all have goals, we all have dreams, we all have aspirations prior to getting into sales. But when you start doing selling, you start persuading, you start influencing. There's something that makes your confidence better. You get more confident in those goals and those dreams that you've always had. Your brain finds a way to get it done, right? Sales is about communication, and sometimes you have to communicate with your dreams, because your dreams are way over there. Your goals are way over there. Like, how can you know, I can see over the mountain, but how can I get JT to see over that mountain? Like, sales gives me the ability to make others see my dreams and my goals to help support it. So sales gave me so much confidence, and it just makes things more reachable. Like, I've sold my way out of a lot of stuff in my life. Yeah. Like, I wanted my dream car, right? The Maserati Levante. I sold my way to get that car. I wanted a nice apartment. I said, how can I get a nice apartment? I got to move in a month. I sold my way to get that nice apartment. So sales has given me the ability to have confidence, knowing that, like, whatever I want, I can go get it. I just need some type of value to offer to people. Offering to people, I need to get that point across to be able to let them take action. Because all your goals, all your dreams, you can't fund it yourself. Mother Teresa, she was broke, she was poor, but she had funding. People funded her dream, her support. People funded the things she wanted to do. Mother Teresa was broke, but how did she get a whole freaking country to go behind her? She had to sell and communicate her dreams and her goals across, and she needed money to do that. Yeah. She couldn't do that stuff if she was poor. Mother Teresa couldn't help people if she was poor. She needed to get funding, and people were funding her because of her vision. She was able to get her vision across. So I'm putting myself in her shoes, and I'm like, man, just being able to sell and communicate. If I need $100,000 right now, if I have somebody who has $100,000, I can sell them to be able to give me that, so I can be able to fund my goals and my dreams. So just having sales just gives you the confidence to know that you have all the resources and everything it takes to accomplish everything you want. So like, selling give me hella confidence.
Just to add on to that, everything that y'all said too, that changed me. But another thing too is also, it definitely made me grow faster, and I'm sure y'all can relate to this too, like, because you're on the phone and you literally on the phone with another human being, and you really trying to influence the next step that they take in their life. So not only at that time of the phone call, right, let's say they move forward with it, boom, but even going forward, right, you know, for example, in our academy where we train people directly, we coach and mentor people directly. So I got people that I've closed, you know, weeks ago, months ago, that are coming to me for advice, guidance, role plays, whatever it may be. So I'm like, damn, this is a whole new little role that I've been in never in my life. The only people that really came up to me like that has been like close friends I grew up with or brothers or sisters. But like a complete stranger, the people I didn't know 3 months ago are now coming to me like I'm a leader in their life. Yo, that's wild to me. So I gotta step up and take that role in their life.
It's dope. It's dope. We're growing a lot, and I can't wait to see like 5-10 years from now, like how things change and gravitate, because you get so much. We think we're good at sales right now. We'll tell 5 years from now how good we are at communication.
Savage time.
Right, we're just, what you don't know, you don't know. So like we always growing, and I'm the type of person that I want to get so confident and so bold that I can go to a billionaire and say, hey, I got this wonderful vision. I just need $100 million.
Boom.
And say it confidently and get it done.
We're gonna boom that.
Without even stutter and get my point across smoothly. So like sales is just about confidence, about persuasion, influence, and influence too. Like, man, sales gives you so much influence, because what I realize is that the reason why you have influence is because you're doing things other people can't do. So when you're doing things other people can't do, they're looking at you with influence like, wow, I wish I could be doing that. Oh my gosh, you get on the phone, you close deals and you make money. Oh my gosh, you go on social media and you post. Oh my gosh, you go do that. I can't do that. So I'm gonna like your stuff because you got it out there. I don't have it out there. So, so when you know how to sell and you know how to persuade, you have that confidence, and you want to use that confidence in a way most people aren't. Because most people don't have confidence. They just don't have confidence. Their parents never gave them confidence, because from the ages of 4 to 2 to 7, that's when kids develop confidence.
Right.
So if your parents didn't have confidence, they're gonna put that on you, and you're not gonna have confidence.
Right.
So like when we're growing up, I looked at Grant Cardone's daughter the other day. She did a public speaking, and she spoke in front of thousands of people at the age of 12. I'm like, wow.
How did she get that confidence?
At 12, there was no way I was going to go speak in front of thousands of people at 12. But when you look at her dad, Grant Cardone, he established confidence into her at 12 years old to be able to sell influence herself. She's going to get older. She's going to know how to sell herself like crazy. She's going to be amazing. She doesn't lack confidence in any way. Right? So that's amazing. Just sales has really, really, really changed our lives.
Yeah, no, so let me ask you a question then. So for that audience member that's watching this right now, that's a little skeptical and just a little scared to make that jump to do what we're talking about in terms of closing and stuff, what would you tell that person who's just a little, man, I don't know if this is for me, like you as a closer, been doing this for a while, obviously you had to start somewhere, right? So that person who's watching us and wondering like, man, I don't know if I can do what these guys are doing, right? What would you tell that person?
The only step, you're one step away from getting everything you want in life. And what I mean by that is that step that you're needing to get anything you want in life is your ability to communicate and influence. Because we're living a world with 9 billion people, and everything that you want, you can't do it yourself. Not one man can change the world, right? Muhammad Ali couldn't change the world by himself. Gandhi couldn't change the world by himself. Jesus didn't change the world by himself. He had his people that followed him.
12.
Right? So if you can't influence, persuade people around you, you're not going to be able to ever get what you want. So you're always one step away from success, and that one step is communication. So if you're thinking about doing sales or you're thinking about doing high ticket closing, there's nothing to think about, because you either stay in your same spot or you take that one step that you need.
Sheesh. So you're just telling them, just take that step.
Only thing you gotta do, bro, you sitting there thinking about, bro, get off your ass and try it, bro. Everybody wanna be on the sidelines, look. So get off your ass and try it.
Really, like try it, go do it, man. Like I had a situation. I was working on my job, and Brendan came up to me. He was like, "Yo, we're doing this call center. We're doing this thing called high ticket closing. You'll be able to sell for Boniface. You'll be able to do this." And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, well, I have two decisions. I can think about this and stay in my job thinking about it, or I can just do it, because I've always had a little confidence growing up, and I've always been a really risky person, because when you grow up like us and you don't have too much to lose, it's not like if I make this decision, I'm going to lose all the money that I'm making. I wasn't making anything. So I'm like, I'm making $1,500 a month. I can make a decision to try to make more, or I can keep making $1,500 a month and wonder what that decision will be like. But I'm so confident in my abilities to commit That's one thing I've always been. Athletes, we have the ability to commit. If we're gonna sign up for this team, we're gonna play, right? If we're gonna be playing this year, we're gonna go work out and train and practice. So we're gonna make sure that we're ready to hoop. We're gonna make sure we're ready to ball. So it's like if I'm gonna make this decision to go, into entrepreneurship, I'm gonna prepare. So I knew that if I quit my job, I knew that I would prepare. Like I knew that I would do whatever it takes so I could do whatever I want anyways. So when I made that decision to quit my job, it was easy for me. It was really easy for me to quit my job because, I had nothing to lose. I look at people, I'm on the phone calls with them, and I'm like, man, this is my last $1,000. Why should I invest it? You have $1,000. You can't live with $1,000. You just cannot. The average person dies in America with less than $1,000 in their bank account. So you want $1,000?
And holding on to that $1,000 isn't gonna make it grow.
It's not.
Your money doesn't grow by you holding on to it.
And I don't want to die with $1,000. I'd rather die with zero than $1,000 in my bank account. Yeah. Really, because if I die with zero, that means I went all in or nothing. Yeah. But if I die with $1,000, I could have used that $1,000 to change my situation, but I didn't. I made the decision to keep $1,000. So you can be in the situation in your life right now where you're like, man, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I got money. I know I should be doing something, but I don't want to do it. Well, be okay with staying in your situation or make a difference and go do something else and get a different result. Right? So for anybody thinking about getting sales, if you're not in sales already, you're already behind. So there's nothing to think about. And if you're behind, what is there to think about if you're behind? You might as well quit, to be honest with you. If you haven't done sales yet, you either quit or you move forward and do sales. Those are the only two options. Because if you don't do sales, you're just going to end up working a job your whole life. There's no way. Your kids, you're not going to have good kids. If you can't sell, your kids are going to be bad as hell. To be honest, like, the people who can't sell or communicate have bad kids. Like, if you can't help your kid, you can't make your kid a good kid, you're not a good salesperson. Our moms were good salespeople. They know how to talk to us. They knew how to communicate with us. They knew how to get on our level and make things, like, hey, you should be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. And when I was young, it didn't work out like this. They were giving us examples that threw things in that made us who we are today. So if we grew up with parents that couldn't communicate, it'd be tough. Oh yeah, you can go out with your friends. Oh yeah, you can go do everything you want.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Life
right.
about experiences, bro.
Experiences.
So you gotta go out and go experience things for yourself. Like everybody be so scared to get judged by someone. So, you know what I'm saying? They peers, whatever, to do something that's out of the box or different, but. Bro, it's about experience. That's the only way you're going to know if you like something.
That's true. No, that's absolutely true. And one thing I noticed also, and I always tell people when I go on these calls with them, I was like, name me one profession while you can actually be chilling, give them a call, and make money, right? We're at the office, we joke around, we talk sports. It's not really a high-stressed environment, right? It's a very relaxed, but we're focused, right? And all we have to do is just get on a call with somebody that is interested in the product that we're marketing and selling and close them and make money, right? Because a lot of these people are working warehouse jobs, right? If you're tired of your job already because the steering wheel's in your body and it's hard, you're not going to find many other jobs or I don't even consider this a job. You're not going to find even.
There's people working and selling a lot of different things. Right. If you sold something in the past, if you sold a product before, like it's the easiest thing because all you got to do is get on the phone and sell.
And products, they sell themselves, right? People buy us. People buy people. Like if you're a good person at heart, it's about how can you communicate who you are on the phone? Because all you guys here have closed deals. People have bought from you guys. The product is already there. The product sells themselves, right? Working at LA Fitness, that's one thing that I learned from there with sales is that the products sold themselves. I didn't even sell somebody to work out. You jump in the gym. The gym is nice. Like they see the gym. It's like walking into the course. You see the course already, right? It sells itself, right? Products sell themselves. That's one thing my first sales coach ever taught me. Products sell themselves.
That's why Apple
it's you.
Dominates.
Yeah, it's you that gotta sell it. Right? Apple's a great example, right? Apple products sell themselves.
You can get a computer that works just the same way as my MacBook over there.
That market is different.
Yeah, I need that. We don't buy the software because the software is not
the
good.
newest iPhone that drops. You the first one
get it, bro, because of how they put it out. You like, I need it. That's what I gotta do.
Exactly.
So nobody had to sell you.
Nobody has. They sell you just through their.
You don't
what you see.
But yeah.
You see it on social media. You see it on TV. You see if you go on your computer. You got anything you go everywhere you go. You're gonna see Apple.
Apple can announce the next iPhone launched in June or July, and people are already gonna say, "Yeah, I'm about to buy it."
Bro, there is a pre-order. They're sold out at pre-order.
Exactly.
People are coming to pick it up right now.
So they buy the brand, they buy the company, they buy the emotion that has with the brand, bro. It's not about anything
It could be the
else.
weekend phone, but since Apple got a name, bro, they could release a notebook where you can color. It's gonna sell because it got an Apple on it.
Exactly.
No matter what it is, Apple can sell anything right now.
No matter what.
Same with Nike. I don't care what
Same
Nike
Nike.
make, bro. They can sell anything.
Right.
They can sell these cups right here with a Nike symbol, and I bet you people come buy them because they got Nike label on.
He got the Nike. He got the Apple lineup.
So yeah, but no, back to closing though. Right?
You would get an Apple lineup though.
No.
Drake got the heart.
That's one thing I won't do is no Apple lineup. It's the last thing I'm doing.
That's bad.
Yeah, Drake got the heart. Put the Apple right here.
Back to closing. Say somebody that's watching this, or if I'm a new closer, right? What advice would you give me getting into this brand new industry where I have no idea about, but you've been doing this for a while? What advice would you guys give those people who are getting started within high ticket closing?
Bro, work hard, bro. Ask your questions.
Get comfortable.
Yeah.
You gotta get comfortable. You gotta practice. You gotta.
Nothing's overnight.
Sir,
you're not getting $10,000 tomorrow morning.
You gotta put in, like, keep going until you see like just some result, and then like keep going and you just see more. Like, and if anybody that's worked hard for anything, you know that it don't just happen right away. So
nothing's gonna happen overnight.
The biggest thing is role play. Like,
I think
role play and take.
You gotta just be consistent and disciplined.
Consistency is the biggest thing,
to me
bro.
because
you can't do it for two.
What's your favorite quote? Tell them right now.
Time plus consistency equals results.
He got him in his
Right.
bag.
it's just consistency because like Martin said, like you probably not gonna close your first deal in your first call.
Right.
You probably expecting to.
Right.
I did. It's not gonna happen like that.
I did.
So it's just really getting confident.
Yeah.
That's
And
all
the,
it
and,
is.
the- and
That
the
comes
biggest
from
thing is
practice.
like practice, man. Like every single, if you're new, every single day you should be role playing. Every single day you should be practicing. Every single day you should be listening to calls. Like,
Even if you're not new,
yeah,
we
even
still
if
be
you're not,
doing it.
If you're not new like that,
We don't stop.
and if
So,
you're
like,
new, you gotta be doubling up because like I'm tired of people hitting me up and like asking me what's next or what to do or what you should do. Practice, like
It's
practice.
real simple, bro.
You just put the time in. You can't hide talent.
High ticket closing is
Can't.
so simple, bro. It's not digital marketing. It's not drop shipping. It's so simple,
as
bro.
long as you work at it.
That's it. And honestly, too, bro. Like if somebody is new, like you said, I'll tell them don't overcomplicate it, bro. You've closed somebody. You had a sibling, a friend, a loved one come up to you with a problem in their life, and you walk them through solving that problem. That's exactly what we're doing. Any call you get into, just think about how you're about to help this person. That's it, bro.
They want it already, bro. They already looked at it, already seen it.
And now that you
They're on the middle of the fence. Are you gonna make them come on your side? Or are they gonna go to somebody else that's gonna sell
You're
them?
gonna scare them away.
They're gonna either get sold by you or somebody else over there.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So it's real simple, bro.
Yeah, sales changed my life. Changed a lot of our lives here. So if you guys are thinking about doing sales or you're thinking about becoming a high ticket closer, don't even hesitate because you're either gonna be selling or someone's gonna be selling you. So you have to make the decision to take action in your life to learn the power of communication and sales and persuasion and influence so you can have the life that you want to have. Because like I said earlier, you're only one step away and that one step is communication. So we hope you guys enjoyed. I am a closer this week. We're going to be coming back with amazing content. Make sure you follow all of us here on social media. Our Instagram link is going to be right above here. So make sure you follow us on social media on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, on all social media we're there. All right, so check in next week for I Am a Closer, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.